biggest thing I want to go into right away is that status quo is something that we all know exists, but we very rarely actually recognize it. And what I mean by that is, rarely are you going to look at your friend and say, hey, it is normal in here. No one ever recognizes it. Instead, there needs to be an extreme, either too hot, too cold, too big, too small, something that we recognize. And what happens is disruptors kind of get a bad rep unless you're the disruptor. But what happens is disruptors bring growth to industries. But after some time, I went home, thought about it, and this is what I found. I found that the best way to describe it is by using gears. And for those of you who don't know how gears work, one gear starts, which turns another gear, which turns another gear. A starts moving. And as A moves, it's individuals working for themselves. People used to farm so that they could eat. Well, what happened was their neighbor saw that one person was farming a lot better than the other person and had other things to do. So that neighbor asked that other farmer, could you farm for me and I will give you something for that product? That's when the customer comes in, and the customer is going to be the C gear. The customer comes in, and as they're growing, more customers come, but A and C always come together, but once they hit each other, they stop. So something needs to happen. This is actually the birth of an industry. What will then happen is, as B comes through, B's going to grow, and this opportunist that comes through is going to constantly have them grow, and eventually when it hits the chains, it will not only break the chain, but it will keep growing. And as it's growing, it will force A and C to come together. So the original producer and the consumer will always try to connect. And eventually when they hit, that is when a disruptor comes in, because the industry is now stagnant. And you see some of the most mature industries right now having this issue where they're constantly trying to do sales or some type of product to get themselves going. When all it really needs is a disruptor to come in and to actually split them. And when that little gear comes in, no matter how small it is, it will bring the industry back around, having all three parties moving. And now it's actually balanced out.